Look at this valley. 3,000 men are marching through it, and the defense waiting for them is a brilliant strategic trap. But this trap isn't going to fail because of the enemy's strength. It's 625 CE. The Quraysh leaders of Mecca are marching on Medina with one goal: total retaliation for their humiliating loss at the Battle of Badr exactly 1 year prior. They've brought an offensive juggernaut: 3,000 soldiers, 700 armored infantry, and 200 highly mobile cavalry designed to overwhelm anything in their path. For the Meccan leadership, this is a matter of survival. Failing to crush Medina now means the permanent loss of the vital trade routes they rely on to reach Syria. The Muslims are not just facing a rival tribe, they are facing a fully mobilized economic and military machine moving to erase their existence. The arithmetic for the defense is bleak. After a last-minute defection by several hundred men, the Muslim army is reduced to just 700 soldiers. Outnumbered 4-1, Prophet Muhammad abandons open warfare. He anchors the army's back against the jagged slopes of Mount Uhud to physically prevent a rear assault. While the rear is protected by the mountain, the left flank is exposed to the Meccan cavalry. To shut down that route, the Prophet deployed 50 archers to Ain Hill with strict orders: stay and protect the flank. Placing 50 men on that specific high ground completely neutralized the enemy's mobile advantage. The battle was no longer about raw numbers, it was about who controlled the geography. The infantry clash is brutal. The outnumbered Muslim front line holds firm against the Meccan armor. From Ain Hill, the 50 archers hold the flank perfectly. Every time the Quraysh cavalry tries to sweep around the side, they are met with a lethal rain of arrows and forced back. The pressure eventually breaks the Quraysh army. Their massive lines finally collapse. They drop their battle flags and begin a full retreat from the battlefield. As the Meccan forces flee, they abandon their entire camp, leaving piles of valuable equipment and supplies scattered across the sand. Visible early success is often the most dangerous moment for any operation. It creates a sense of finality that makes people stop paying attention to the strategy. On Ain Hill, the archers watch the enemy run. They see their fellow soldiers below gathering the abandoned wealth of the Meccan camp. Their commander warns them to stay, but the majority of the archers ignore the direct order. They abandon the high ground and rush down the steep slope to claim a share of the spoils. Watching from the edge of the retreat is the master tactician, Khalid bin Walid, and he immediately sees that the hill is now completely empty. The top-down map shows the result. The Meccan cavalry executes a rapid, sweeping U-turn around the abandoned hill and charges directly into the backs of the Muslim infantry. The gap in the defense wasn't created by a Meccan charge. It was created by the defenders themselves, choosing to walk away from their posts. The cavalry hits the rear of the Muslim lines with full force. Cohesion vanishes instantly, replaced by swirling dust and total disorientation. The army splinters. Some soldiers flee toward Medina, others fight in isolated pockets without a clear direction, and the overall structure of the defense is gone. The Meccan forces now redirect their entire offensive weight toward a single target. They move to assassinate the Prophet. A tiny circle of just 14 companions forms a human shield. They use their own bodies and armor to absorb the incoming strikes, holding a small perimeter in the middle of the chaos. When a system collapses, survival of the core mission often comes down to the extreme, localized sacrifice of a few individuals who refuse to move. Bleeding and exhausted, the survivors fight their way back up the steep slopes of Mount Uhud, finally regaining a position the Meccan cavalry cannot reach. The Quraysh, realizing they cannot fight an uphill battle against a fortified mountain position, eventually withdraw, having failed to achieve their goal of total eradication. In the days following the battle, the Prophet chose evaluation and forgiveness over anger. He worked to stabilize his weary troops and prevent the defeat from breaking them emotionally. The cost was high. 70 Muslim lives were lost, a toll that seemed impossible just hours earlier when the defense was perfectly positioned. Uhud is a reminder that a brilliant strategy has no value if the people assigned to it don't stay in position until the very end.